Hello, hello, welcome in, all and any. Hope we're having a good day. We are back on our British farm today here in Riverbend Springs, and we may have some changes. Haven't been on since we last did the stream, so we don't know. There's nothing new has happened yet, but we've had new mods come out, and I think some of them will fit in better on the farm than maybe what we're getting at the minute. So part of what I'm thinking about changing is these sheds here, because this is two sheds. Now we've had some green, more European style, but would still fit in on a British farm, I think. European style sheds that would take this spot. Also, Sully's machine shed has come out, and I'm a big fan of Sully's sheds, so to get that on there as well would be quite nice. And we do have bales in our bale storage, but we might empty them out and replace this with one or two of the more recent storage sheds that have been released, because I think they would fit in very nice here. We could replace this one, but I think we'll keep this. I think this still fits all right, just as a little. We ain't got nothing in it at the minute, but this might just become like a storage shed for. I think I might put seeds, maybe seeds, fertilizer, palleted stuff. Maybe that'll go in there. But yeah, so we're going to start with some changes to the farm this morning. Should we bring the day and date and time and all that back? So that's there. You can see. So yeah, I think I'm going to start. We're just going to just check I haven't put anything in here. But we had the trailer in there on this side, so that's gone. Just make sure. Yeah, that's empty. Right, we'll step out of the way. Step out of the way. And we shall go build straight off the bat. Now these are worth quite a bit, so we get a bit of money back from selling these. Oh, they're not worth as much as I thought they were. Okay, we'll have enough still, and we'll sell that one. And then we go over to sheds. There are where are they? I think they're down near the bottom. These ones from the small shed pack. Haven't had a look at the small shed pack yet in a video, so I might do that because these look quite nice. Now I was wondering whether to put the big one down, but that sort of leaves quite an empty spot. But then I remembered the Sully shed, which is up here. So I'm thinking if I put down this shed, possibly, yeah, if we put down this shed here, that'll still give us plenty of room. 30 grand. And then our selling machine shed, which is a little bit smaller, but very good. I don't think this has any customization, no. Again, we haven't looked at this one yet. This one's only just hit the mod hub. This one's only just released. But if we grab this one as well, I think that'll be fine as part of that entranceway, maybe. You know, we've got this large space here, but that's room for me to move about. And then what I'm thinking is we get rid of those eventually. We might do that today. We could pop in, pop in. We could have one of these, sort of this side. Or I can bring it forwards. Or I could have that lined up like that as well, possibly. Since it is a storage shed for the bales, and the bales will be coming to these two animal pens on there. Because we can't drive and store anything in there, whereas we could put other machinery in this as well at the same time. Get one of them, and possibly one of these as well. Have both on the go. I think there was obviously this one's so much bigger. If we went with this one, I want to change again. Another thing I want to change our silo, but we've got stuff in there, so that might wait. But we could always just put this in here, sort of quite long. That could be a thing. Then our small silo would fit in there still, I think. We'd be able to make it work anyway. Because I quite like this shed as well. I like a lot of these new sheds we've been getting. Yeah, these. So we could still... That's tiny. We could fit that in there. And that'd probably work better for the size of the farm we're doing and what sort of grains and stuff we're getting in. I think that would work. But we need to empty the bales out of them first. You see. So, let's just have a look at our new sheds. A little bit more fitting. What I'm trying to do. To be fair, I could have probably just moved them further down. But that was sort of the footprint we already had. Let's have a little look at them. Flashlight on. I think we've got a light switch. Have we got lights? There we go. There we are. Yeah, so that's nice. We can, store and possibly dump in here as well. And then in the other one, little look, and yeah, really nice. I've always liked sunny sheds. And again, we've got lights and the skylight. Big fan, big fan. Cannot grumble at that. Yeah, that'll do us. So yeah, what we'll need to do is dismantle the bale sheds and just put something new down. It's very open now, which wasn't the plan. And as much as I love this shed, it is obviously very an American one by American Modern Inc. So we could switch that out as well. Crofter, evening. Hope you're well. Thanks for stopping by and joining us for a bit. Just been replacing some sheds with some new ones that we've had arrive in the mod hub recently. So we've got the Sully shed, and we've got the small shed pack shed in. They are down. They are part of the family now. Right, as for what we need to do today, we're starting pretty early. 5:05. We'll probably bump our speed up to 3. Ooh, let's go crazy. We've got our harvest to get in. The sorghum field, I think it is. We've got a sorghum field that we want to get in today. And also, we need to get started on cutting grass. So we've got our hay and our silage ready. We've got hay on the farm. We've got straw on the farm. We've not got no silage. We need to cut for silage. Bales or fill the clamp. Bit of both, probably. I might go for bales for now and then go fill the clamp later on. So then that'll be ready for the next year, possibly my sort of thing. So we'll go get stuck into that. I think that's what we'll do. We'll get stuck in straight away. No messing about. I often have a lot of faffing about in streams, and I feel like I don't get enough done. So yeah, let's get stuck in. Lovely skylights and Sully shed. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? It is a really, really nice shed. I just need to tighten up my wheel as always. Just jump into the LG hub and back in again. Bosh, just like that. That's better, that's firmer. Hopefully the audio's alright, you can hear me fine. I've been knocking things about in here, adjusting the setup a little bit, so things might be knocked and slightly out of place. Now, our sorghum is over there. We've already got the harvester over in place. I did get a few bits of equipment in place for today to try and save a little bit of time. And I took the harvester down that way and then realised that was the field next door, and that wasn't our entrance. Our entrance is a little ways up here. Is it here? Is it here? It's there. It's just a little track. So we'll get down there. I hope you've had a good day, Crofter. a good start to your week, hopefully. Oh, there you go, sun's up. 6 o'clock, sun is up, just like that. So I'm just going to park this in the bush over here, that'll be fine. That will do us. Nice. Look at that, beautiful morning. Oh, didn't want that button. I wanted that button. I love a scenic shot in Farm Sim. There we go. Beautiful. So, we'll jump out of class. Evian 450. We've got this on lease. We've got it on lease until we finish this harvest. I don't think we've got any other harvestable fields. I think that was the only other crop one we had. We've got 2, 3 grass meadows. I think, and I should know, but I think I have the other straw, the other crop straws mod turned on as well. What else is going on here? This isn't Flight Sim. No, Flight Sim went out earlier, mate. Flight Sim went out earlier. Still need a little bit more practice with the new tools, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. It's all good fun. Got my throttle over here still. It's all beautiful, beautiful. Is that a mark on my screen? Or is that on my camera? I don't know what that is. I've only just now become visible. Perhaps there's some screen burn I got over there. So yeah, but I've been having fun with the Flight Sim, mate. Been enjoying it. Yeah, but today's video went out today. In today's Flight Sim episode, we went for our CPL. So if we pass that, then we can start earning money flying, which obviously we want to do. That would be very nice. So we're going to go with a basic headland. We'll do ourselves. We shouldn't need no help with the headland, I don't think. Just going to drop that header down a little bit. What we might just do is go up, we'll do 2 passes along the top, come back down, do 2 passes along the bottom, and then we'll just work up and down the field. Well, that might be our way about it. Something like that. Hope you're well, Midwest, by the way, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you've had a pleasant day. Appreciate you stopping by. Again, hopefully the audio's alright. I've been unplugging things and moving stuff about, so hopefully I ain't messing nothing up. I normally do. If I change something, I normally mess something up. So I'm definitely getting some sort of, unless it's, I think it's part of the camera. I don't know. Don't know what that is. I think I'm getting a reflection on myself that's bouncing back onto the image. I'll ignore it. Evening, Jen. Hope you're well. For those of you that have just arrived, we did have a little play around at the main farm. I'll show you later when we go back. Yeah, we're getting little dumps of straw there, so I think maybe that mod possibly isn't working correct. We'll see what that's doing. Or there might just be such little straw, but it's just, oh no, I see it now. It's doing it. It's all right. I just couldn't see it. It just doesn't look like it did before. Always stopping to watch, friends. I appreciate it, mate. I always try my best to get into you guys. Some of you across the pond folks stream a little bit late for me. I'm good, thank you. Yeah, not too bad. I'm not too bad. Excuse me. Yes, I mustn't grumble. I'm good. I'm good. Still dealing with this whole thing, but that's just me now. This week's dramas are pretty much all on my missus at the minute, bless her. But sad is. I had my turn, it's now her turn. Just got a poorly grandfather. There we go. Yeah, so we'll do 2 across the top, go back down the side, 2 across the bottom, and then we'll just keep going up and down. Yeah, I did try and get in to watch you guys as often as I can. Like, and it's not just the across the pond folk as well. Poor old Rod the mod, he always streams just as I switch my computer off. The notification goes through my phone to say that he's streaming, and he's Welsh, so he's a late one as well. I do tend to watch bits of him back, and I've watched all his tutorials that he's put up. But if I do decide I'm going to try and make a map, or fiddle around with any sort of part of map making and stuff, then I'll go back and I'll be watching this stuff religiously again. That's the good stuff. That's the good thing about if you're doing tutorial stuff like that. Like, more often than not, people need to watch it more than once. Like, that's some good viewing content. Yeah, sort of the double-edged sword, that one, isn't it, Mid? Where it's like, I guess if you're finished with your day earlier, or relaxing in your evening, that's sort of easier to jump on a British or a European stream, and it's harder for Brits and Europeans to jump on a US stream, because it is, you know, generally at the end of our day. Just try and catch a little bit before I shut the PC off. That's what I've been doing lately with different people, including yourself. But like I always tell people when they join the Discord and ask about, you know, growing and subscribing, and you get a lot of new content creators try and sort of send their videos and their streams to other content creators, and you have to remember that that's, as nice as it is to have other content creators watch, they're busy making their own content. Like, content creators shouldn't be your target audience. Just people to bounce off of and to, you know, hang out, and obviously it's nice to support each other and get in when you can. That's why we stream early on the weekends. Yeah, gives us a chance to get in there, see what's going on. So soon we'll be having to make a little bit of time and leeway to help Jane get off and hit the ground running, and support her and help her to grow. Have an active audience for a bit. I've turned me HUD off again, haven't I? There we go, we're alright. It don't matter if we drive in that field, that one's not ours, but I try not to. Try not to drive in other farmers' fields. I'm so nervous. You'll be fine. Just make sure you have a wee and a poo first. I do. Still. Coming up to 4 years, I still have to go have a wee and a poo first. It's just sensible. It's gonna be sat here for a few hours. Just get yourself comfortable. I think I've moved my camera. I don't look right. I'll tell you guys that. Let me know. Be fine with that. We'll leave it. With the extra peripherals, I had to get another USB extension, so I tuck it all right up behind the PC, so that thing's pulled out and moving about and doing and whatnot. It's a little bit cluttered now, can't lie. It's very, very cluttered. I'm sure eventually I'll just start unplugging stuff and putting it up when I want it, when I don't, but I want to try and avoid that. If it's all plugged in at once, it's just easier to move into place for the different content that I want to do. But as for the flight sim, Midwest, I'm going to try and probably do 1 or 2 more flights recorded, because then we're going to need to grind out some cash, so then I might have a stream. We'll have to see if what the plans are for the weekend and what's going on sort of partner-wise, maybe have a flight sim stream at the weekend. That might be possible. Oh, we're not auto-piping out. Pipe is out now. Yeah. Right, so we get our trailer. The image might look a little bit funny today. I've been playing around with some settings for something else, and I've left the HDR on, and I find that Farm Sim looks a little bit washed with the HDR. So we're very bright and we look a little bit washed. That's why the clouds might look a bit funny. Although on stream it don't look as bad, so it might just be my end that I'm getting it. If that's the case, then I'm happy with it. That's alright. Sorghum's going in. I have had some modified harvesters sent my way as well. I haven't had a chance to test them using them. They're not massively modified. They're like little fixes and tweaks and additional bits for some of the class harvesters. So it'd be nice if I could try and work them into this as well eventually. Penalty ref. Oh, Steam looks fine. Stream looks fine. That's all right. There. AFS. I don't know what happened to the football there. I thought we were doing fine. I thought that. I thought we were going to have that one. Typical Spurs. Yeah, just trying to compare images now and see if it does make any difference. Oh, my little box is a bit big up there, isn't it? You can't really see what's going on. Not that it really matters, but it matters to me. It matters to me, goddammit. Excuse me while I just adjust the stream while we're live. We do that sometimes. There we go. I think that's a bit better. There we are. Right. So did I, mate. I thought, there we go again. Yeah. You need a flight seat and a farm seat. I've got my regular gaming chair, but I do have a racing bucket seat behind me, but I don't think that works for either of them because my arse is too fat to sit in it comfortably for more than 20 minutes. That should be incentive enough to, you know, stop eating all the biscuits and crisps, but alas, here we are. Keep buying more controllers, you need a bigger desk. Well, I ain't gonna lie, mate, I've got two put together here, but what I'd really like to be able to do is do one solid desk, so it comes from the far wall, one solid desk, a little bit higher than maybe what this is, come across and have it come around to me, to my side, because like I said, I have two desks, I only have one sort of sideways on. But yeah, it's all pennies, isn't it? It's all pennies. And YouTube ain't paying me pennies anymore, so that all comes to a standstill. Kitchen chair does fine, mate. If I sit at our dinner table for well, for dinner, my legs start to go funny and my back hurt. I can't sit on hard wooden chairs for very long. I need some sort of cushion, and back support and everything. Got to take off. Got a Tesco delivery. Take care, everyone. You enjoy your shopping. Enjoy your shop. We had our delivery today. You enjoy your shopping. I appreciate you coming by, Jen, as always. And hopefully we'll see you about the Discords and see you again soon. Solid desk. Then your boys will need their own rooms. So you'll be in the hallway like me. Evening bloke. I chat exactly. I'll finally get the dream set up and that'll all kick off and they'll have to have separate rooms. And then I'll have to get a shed in the garden. I'll turn it into Mr. Sealy P. But I get a shed in the garden. Wire it up. This my DIY is pretty bad. I'll have to get someone else to assemble that because if I put a shed up, that would definitely leak. So we might come over and quickly bale this once it's harvested. But I'm not going to worry about ploughing this one up today because that's what. If not, it'll be the same things as what we did last stream. Just on a different field, and we need to get some grass done. Rusty comes in again, right as generally it's how it works. I'm surprised he hasn't brought the chatbot with him yet, but that'll be later. Quick question: does the US sawmill take wood chips? I don't think it takes wood chips. It might do. Let's have a look, shall we? Where will it be? It'll be down on this one, won't it? Wood chips. Animal dealer. Valley, grain. No. Wood chips go at the animal dealer. Farmer's market. Goldcrest Valley. Goldcrest Barge, Terminal 1 and 2. And Grain River Silo. So they go to the animal dealer now, so you can use them as bedding. So hopefully we'll get to see that as bedding on some sheds as well. If not, we'll have to add that in. Shush, don't wake the bot up. Yeah, tell you off for sending links when you're not sending links. Pulling my hair out with this map. So, I made a seat for farming. It's the bit of the Geordie's flight seat on the Enterprise. Nice. Oh, I thought I blazed up the mod. No, it's just how they are. But you can just add it in, mate. There it is. There it is, Rusty. Brought him along. It was just trailing behind a bit. Yeah, looking at that mist on the river, you guys aren't getting the same image as me, so that's all right. That's not down, is it? No, just driving through me crop. What a wallop. Missed a strip. We've got a GPS, then I'm still missing strips. Ask that one up. Tractor cab from the shed live for the track. That would, I'll tell you what, that would be awesome, wouldn't it? To have a tractor cab just in the garden and set up a PC in it and just do it like that with a VR headset. That would be sick. We can get rid of that. That would be pretty cool. I hope you had a good day, Rusty. FS's and Midwest, by the way. I hope you had good days. If I pumped track cab in the garden, my wife was like, yeah. I doubt Meg would be too pleased if one turned up. I'm not gonna lie. It would look cool though. And then just sitting in there playing video games would be the best. That would be epic. You have to see the, I don't know if you're on, I don't think you don't do the Facebook and stuff, do you, mate? But you often see these ticket raffle competitions on there to win agricultural equipment. I've often wondered about wasting a £5 on a ticket and see if I win a refurbished classic case or something. The men in the white coats would be coming for you. Someone would be coming, wouldn't they? Sitting in your front garden in a tractor that's kitted up as a PC to play Farming Simulator. Right next to it is an old plane fuselage set up for Dev Flight Sim. Although this is Yarmouth, I could, you know, rent it out as an amusement. People pay a fortune. I do plan on borrowing one of Rob's smaller fence and parking it down our driveway when the wife's at work just to see her face when she gets home. Midway, I'm doing good as long as I don't try and make a video on my PC. What's wrong? What's wrong with the recordings, my friends? There's still a little tuft over there, haven't I? The small production cell point biomass heating plant works well for wood chips. AS Farmer TV, good evening to you as well. I hope you are well. Thanks for stopping by. How could you ever tell your kids to grow up after you lose that argument every time? Yeah. Yeah, have no plans to grow up myself, so big kid problems. Indeed, as the bot says, thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoy the stream or any of the other content. But yeah, even if you don't want to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, help push it out. Subs are a bonus. Likes and chat are not required. All of a sudden, Resolve won't work, just crashes. Have you updated it to the new one? I forgot to put my bow again. Have you updated to the latest Resolve? And if so, just have you tried just uninstalling and fresh install? There should be a log for it where you've got it installed. That's when it started. Roll back and get it, uninstall it and go and grab an older version. Because I think I'm on 19. I don't think I'm on like 19.1 or 2 or whatever it is. I'm on an older one at the minute still. Does it show me if I hover over it? No. Yeah, I can't remember which one I'm on, but I'm not on the newest one myself. Rusty has me buying a new PC already. Well, sometimes No, you should be alright. If it worked on the old version, you'll work on this version. Yeah, you just need to probably just roll back. It's running FS on a 16GB RAM and 8GB GPU. We both know what Resolve thinks of RAM and V. Yes, Resolve does want the RAM. Yeah, that's why you get more RAM for more processing. It's just easier and quicker. It's smoother. But yeah, if Resolve worked before, it should be alright now. So if you had a version that worked, go back to it, because a lot of the new features you probably wouldn't. A lot of the new features you probably wouldn't be using anyway. I don't think I used any of the new features since Resolve 17. So I just update it every now and then just to get rid of the annoying pop-up. Pass. Too many variables. Hello, Mr. Greetings from Finland. What do you think of FS25? Mountain Farmer? It's okay. I think the release was awful. I think the game is a bit empty and bare bones. They're heavily relying on the modern community to make it good again. They had a decent platform, a benchmark to start this game with FS22, with the final year of FS22. If you think where 22 was last year, that's where this one should be building from. And yeah, I'm not blown away with it by any shot. If I wasn't, you know, if I didn't have a YouTube channel that sort of focused mainly on farm sim, I wouldn't have brought it. I would not have bought it. I'd have probably waited 6 months, maybe a year. Sloth Squad, howdy mate, hope you're well. Hope you're well too, buddy. Yeah, but you're a dinosaur like me, bud. Any new features get ignored, they do. What do I need this for? For the sort of videos I make, I don't need a lot of bells and whistles. You just chop, 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 delete the bits we don't want, hit render. I've tried putting the little meme edits in content. I've tried doing different speeds and transitions and different pacing. It makes no difference. The videos are still shit. They've still got me in them. More playable. I mean, it wasn't. Ultimately, it's the same game, isn't it? It's 22. And people hate these. Oh, it's not just 22. It's 22 with ground deformation and more crops and some fog. We've got denser crops, we've got denser foliage and stuff like that. But that should have already been there. This is old stuff. That's the trouble. That's the biggest issue with this game. Its steps forward aren't really steps forward because they should have been there 5 years ago. If there was a competitor, a valid competitor for Farm Sim, I would jump on that just so that giants had to buck their ideas up. By not having competition, they don't have to do anything. They really don't. No competition is not good for us as consumers, as players. Not having any competition for our, favourite game. I actually know a guy who has a retired jet in his garden. Thinks I'm up on a Harrier. That's sick. That's awesome. How's the farm going? You enjoying it? I am, but I prefer 22. It's for the for the maps, for the depth of vehicles and options, and variety. Definitely 22 is still there. Like I say, the visual growth that the game has had with this one isn't big enough, I don't think, to warrant a whole new release. Like, the extra parallaxics and the extra depth to foliage and stuff like that could have been an update. That could easily have been bolted on as an update. The terrain could have been an update. Everything could have been an update. It's not a brand new game. Were we really expecting a brand new game? No, but they tried to initially tell us it was going to be a brand new game, and it's not. It really isn't. It's a lot more demanded of a game on a computer. The trouble, and again, it shouldn't be though, because it's the same game. And the trouble is, Giants have never been good at optimising Giants' engine. So it runs like dog. Absolute dog. There is no reason why this game isn't running 60 plus FPS in 2K on every 20 series graphics card and above. No reason why it's not. It's not visually complex. There's computations going on in the background for other things, like our growth, like our terrain, and all these other mathematical things. But visually, there is nothing complex here. And it's mental that they can't get that right. Mental. It's mental that people with 30 series and 40 series graphics cards are out there struggling to get 60 FPS in this game in 2K and 4K. Crazy. It's so poorly optimized. I think the only people that are getting it smooth are on, high-end graphic cards and playing in 1080p, 2025. If you've got a 30 or a 40 series graphics card, what the hell are you doing playing in 1080p? And I think for those of us that create content, or even people that like to have a nice setup, double, triple monitors, suddenly then that becomes a strain. So then you definitely lose in frame rates. And again, it shouldn't have to be like that. Not as bad as what it is. Maybe I should be like some guys who do a GoFundMe page to raise money for my PC. Dude, that's what YouTube channel's for, isn't it? You're monetized. Save them pennies. You got like 15,000 subscribers? You must be rolling in it. I was hoping that they didn't make Space game. Healers and modding should be doing that. Yeah. It's just not good, is it? Sorry, my HDR settings has really put me off. It should have been an update, very true. Over 4060, but only two 1080p monitors. It runs bad. Let's see, even a 4060 and 1080p, and it runs bad. Yeah. This just mental. Like I say, and unless someone comes along and makes a competitive game, They never have to do anything. Just wait 3 years and churn another one out. I don't think I'll be buying another farm sim in 3 years' time, though. So I think I see someone on Facebook. I think it was one day last week, and they were saying, "Oh, just give the game 2 or 3 years, and Giants will make it really good. It'll be really playable. It'll be the best farm sim." Like, in 2 or 3 years, they're already working on the next game or releasing the next game. How about they release the new game as the best farm sim? I'm getting so fed up with people making excuses for shitty game releases. I really am. And I know some stuff you don't know until you've got enough testing done. You've got enough people playing it. But some stuff you can figure out in-house. And you should be prepared and ready to patch the hell out of it when it releases. And I know that they're a much bigger studio. Microsoft was fixing MS Flight Simulator within hours of release. Within hours they were dropping patches, little ones, big ones, little ones, big ones, just fixing it as the problems were rolling in. And I think even today, Indiana Jones had a patch, like, instantly. Unfortunately, the day one patch is a thing on release for a lot of games. But at least be ready to start fixing stuff. Giants waited more than 14 days to put any sort of fix out for this game. They took everyone's money, and it seemed like they shut shop for 2 weeks. Because all they posted were record number sales, thanking everyone for their money. My PC isn't new by any means. Sort of FS25 I limited it to 70 FPS so I can play it smoothly. Bad optimization is the only reason I need far more graphical challenge and stuff. Yeah, it's mental. But like I said, we used to, a lot of us, not everyone. That's the thing. Another thing, a lot of people that play this game or play the Farm Sim series only play Farm Sim, so they're not always that experienced in how other games are released, and they just see the headlines from the bad press from IGN and Eurogamer and PC Gamer and stuff like, oh no, all games release bad. Not all games do release bad. A lot of them do, but a lot of them get fixed, and a lot of them, like Rusty say, much more graphically demanding and are much smoother. But I could cope with some of the other little bugs and the things that aren't broke if my game would play as it should on the system I have. I'm funny. Why? What about all the money you're rolling in? Come on, Midwest. You can't fool me. He must be making that Mr. Beast money by now. Lol, me too. I won't be buying it. The next one, no. No. It would have to be, unless the next one was being made in a completely different engine, there's no point. The Giants engine is old, it's archaic. They're still building this game on the foundations of a game that came out in like 2012 or older, like 2011 maybe. Like it's done. It's peak. It peaked at 17. I may buy one in 3 years, so I won't be getting this one. That's fair. Just skip one. You just buy a new farm sim every 6 years. That might be the way to do it. You tell him. I do tell. I rant a lot of Crofter, but you probably know that. I'm just sick of it. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. And then not to crap on the consoles, because they do get a hard enough time, and I try not to shit on console gamers because I'm a console gamer as well. But when they see people say, "Oh, I've had no troubles on my Xbox. It's been smooth as silk. It's at 30 FPS. It's not smooth at all. It's locked at 30. I'm just playing and enjoying the game. Exactly. As long as if you enjoy it, then you enjoy it. I mean, there are things that I do. I mean, the biggest thing I'm getting out of this at the minute, this game, is that I can go live and new people will come and we can have a chat. I don't play it unless I'm streaming it. And for me, then, the only way that I'm making content with it, if I'm not streaming it, is just by looking at the mods, and I've enjoyed doing that. That's quite fun. That takes up a lot more time than I thought it was going to, hence why we don't see every mod. But I figure since the mods are going to be, the mods and the modders are going to make this game. I think Giants have clearly given up. Yeah, let's just showcase the mods and put some respect on them. That's what I'll be doing for this game. I've literally brought a game just so I can look at mods, but once we get some maps out, and that's the big thing, once we get some maps out, obviously that fits everyone's preferred taste. It's always, oh yeah, it'd be great once we get some British maps out. A lot of people aren't waiting for British maps. They want some big, realistic American maps. And once there's a variety, then maybe, you know, I'll feel a bit different about it. Get some really nice optimized maps, realistic looking. They really should have taken it. I think they should have done. I don't think anyone would have had a problem with them going a fourth year. Let's make sure it's proper cooked. Let's make sure everything's working. Let's make sure we're advanced as we can be for our next title. Well, it turns out I did that whole thing with the pipe out. The streaming hours fly by. Recording in 30-minute video takes a lot. That's the thing. Them little videos, the little mod videos that I'm doing, it take 10 minutes, but sometimes it takes longer to prepare. Especially if it's like a silo thing or a tool or something. I'll make sure you know what you're doing and you got all your bits ready. So an 8-minute look at a mod might have been half an hour, 40 minutes. And then you got to cut that down again and render it. So that 8-minute video that actually took about an hour and a half. And then while it's done its quick render, I make the thumbnail, and then as soon as that's uploaded, I start recording the next one. But if you only have like 3 or 4 hours of an evening to do it, then that's the whole evening done. Like I was going to have a look at some of them sheds that are on there tonight. But I've got one of them. I've got 2 of them now on the farm, which we'll go have a look at again in a bit. But yeah, I've got 2 of them on the farm, so sort of having a look at them because they're nice. And then is that it? Is that full already? Is that full already? Oh, last time I kept jumping in the tractor. This time I'm going to keep jumping. There we go. Let's go empty it. So, we model our group on an old British sitcom called One Foot in the Grave. Mr. F. Lynn, Simeon, and the rest of us all try to emulate Victor Mills with make out exactly. When you boot up FS25 and it still looks like FS22, I don't believe it! What the hell is going on? Oh dear. Mine will be ready soon, but I'm not uploading it yet. Can't be arsed with all the bit. Dude, wait until there's a couple more maps out. Wait until there's let it get lost in the shuffle a little bit. Being the first 5 maps, man, they're the ones that everyone's going to be jumping on and everyone's going to be picking to bits so brutally because that's how people are. You know the real reason they didn't leave it another year. Ching, ching, ching. Yeah, it is indeed. They could have given us a little bonus DLC pack of machines or something. I don't know. Keep them ticking by. Bet you they could have done. Sloth, mate, have you done much streaming of FS25? Because I haven't had many notifications on the old TikTok. But I've been scrolling it a fair bit the last few days, the old TikTok, and yeah, some people are on there. I mean, I'm such an amateur and a noob when it comes to streaming. 2 or 3 hours, oh, I've done day's work. Some people are on there and they stream like all day, all weekend. Oh, damn. That's what I need to do to grow. It's stream all bloody day. Don't they get a sore ass sometimes, some of these people? But I appreciate you making these videos. It helps more than you would think. Ah, it's very kind, very kind. It's not someone enjoys them. You know, like I had old Knobhead say, and no one watch them anyway. Well, that's fine. No one has to watch them. I make them because I enjoy doing the process. If someone watches it, that's nice. If it helps someone out, even better. You know what? Especially if it's one where there's like a, you know, this is the way, isn't it? Yeah, this is the Mandalorian. Yeah, because not everyone goes and looks at every mod. Not everyone's like me and installs every single mod that comes out. So yeah, and I just like looking at the sheds. I like the pastables. Haven't made no streaming lately at all. FS25 Ryzen 95900X, 32 gig of RAM, but it's struggling, so I'm not sure if it's mad, it's mad. And this is built with like AMD architecture as well, so your graphics card, because it's not got the official NVIDIA drivers for it, has it? So yours should be better. I'm hoping there's a big improvement when the actual proper NVIDIA stuff comes. TikTok won't be the format of choice for putting out notifications if the US ban goes through. Everybody will jump ship. Yeah, a lot of people are on there. I think it's seen at the minute as like a quick growth platform because of the way that the platform works. You get a lot of followers, but I mean, you'll get, obviously Sloth will know more. You get a lot of followers and core followers, but a lot of people come by, hit the follow when they're gone. A little bit like they do on YouTube, but it's a different sort of audience. Again, I think for me, it just seems like a strange place to be doing live streaming on a platform that's built on the 20-second attention span. Obviously, TikTok has longer form of content as well. I think Giants have released a lot of employees after 25 release. Take from that what you want. Well, they had record sales, so they should be short of money, should they? And they didn't have. They had less staff when they made 25 than when they made 22. So there's no one to get rid of. Who are they getting rid of? Perhaps the QA guys. Perhaps they've been booted out. Both of them. Both the quality assurance testers. I hate TikTok because a lot of people in the streams. Not tried it with TikTok. I should try, but with my crappy monitors, I get a lot of screen tearing. I need better monitors. Are you remembering to set your VSync? So that should help with that. Try and lock your frame limit and link it with your VSync. But yeah, fresh installs and all that, always good. Use TikTok to help with streams. How indeed. I notice iFarmer Steve posts a quick little TikTok every time he goes live, but that's just him videoing his PC and saying come join the stream. But Sloth, I've not seen Sloth Farm on there, but I know I've watched Sloth Truck on there, so that's how I know that he's on there. But you do Twitch as well, don't you, Sloth? Yeah, I've tried every different setting possible with no luck with it. Mesh install I've done, Steve does, yeah. Yeah, Steve does. Twitch, yes. So go follow Sloth on Twitch. You'll help a brother out, show him some support. He's a good lad. I think if you just set up a camera, recording your PC room, people would watch it, mate. Your PC room is sick. People would just watch you sitting in there playing anything from afar, just to watch the room all light up. Midwest says I'm always late in his streams, and here's him getting interested in TikTok just as it's about to bite the dust in the US. Yeah, don't worry about yourself about TikTok, mate. I just stick my shorts on there, my boxer shorts. No, I just put me just release my shorts on there. I don't think I gathered any views or any subscribers from TikTok over to here. And TikTok's a pay-to-win platform anyway. You'll get 300. You get 300 views on any video, no matter what. Anything after that, you have to pay for as a promote system. And you have to pay to promote yourself to more people. So, bit of a mug's game. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, no worries. I need to go live on YouTube as well a lot more, mate. Do your thing wherever you're at. TikTok's overrated. It is. Pink with unicorns still, Mr. F. Pink with unicorns. You're losing me. Gotta go, mate. Matt will make it itself. I'll catch that. Appreciate you stopping by, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. I haven't had the chance to hop on the version that you've sent me, but I'm going to try and have a little play on that later this week. But you have a good evening, buddy. And guys, if you're interested in staying up to date with what FS Landscaping is doing, jump over to his YouTube channel, give him a sub, and go follow his Discord as well. Join the Discord. He puts everything in there, plenty of updates on his maps. From the FS22 updates to his FS25 builds. Well, what's my wife going to watch all day long? She can watch my videos if she wants, if she's always on TikTok. She'll be back to scrolling the Instagram feeds and Facebook. Oh, excuse me. Because Facebook's got Reels now, Instagram's got the Reels. YouTube does shorts. No need for the TikTok. I think 90% of TikTok is just smitey little home mums anyway. Doing stupid dances in summer dresses. Bouncing their titties about. But no respect. So now that I think we're finished with this, so... Right. I think this is going to be a more back-in, store some stuff in that, rather than my trailer. I'll put the trailer in here. Out of the way. I'll get you the new... Oh, it's very kind of you, sir. I started playing around with editing mods and maps only for myself, but just keep messing around with a blank map for FS22 and 25. Got some roads in and trees on both. It's a learning curve. It is a learning curve. I'd say I got about 60% finished on my map that I was making for 22. I completely deleted it now. Whether I give it a try earlier on in 25, because I would like to be able to say that I've done that, made a map for the game, and not just one that's, you know, an empty map with trees. No offense to people who play empty map with trees, but yeah, one nice. I'll make a real worldy one. This reversing ain't gone well. Not gone well at all. Might have to move that light to make it easier. I'm going to blame the light rather than my ability to reverse the vehicle. But yeah, there's a lot to it. But I think it's just to get in and fiddle with. There's just a lot, you can learn a lot on how to edit one that you like. That was like the big reason I started doing it, was so I could play around and edit, and also so I could help, you know, those that are kind and send me maps and stuff early. I can help because I know more about what's going on if I've been in and had a fiddle. So that was a big part of why I started pulling them about. And like I often say, Farmer Bob and Power Brown, they do some great stuff, but also now Rod the Mod, he started putting out some cracking tutorials, really easy to follow as well. Plus he does live stream map building, which is pretty cool, although he is usually quite late at night, so you might have to catch them back. The roads are different in 25. They go with it looks so much easier though. It looks so much easier. Oh, it's got your satellite image of your mapping game now. Nice. No, I think I say I've deleted it. I think I deleted it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure now. Now I've said it. My mod folder. It's 22. Oh, nice. I've still got it. Yeah, I have still got it. I'm not sure if you ever saw what I was doing. Again, we're just going to jump to anything. Why not? This is what I was making. I'll just bring up the image. This is what I was doing. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, I was making... I haven't got a 22 installed, so I can't even boot it up to show you. But I'd finished this farm, and I'd got all this section all put in with all the detail. Hadn't put the houses in. This whole section had been done. The forest had been done with the animal dealer, and I built like this part, but all the fields were laid out, all the roads were laid out. Everything was quite heavily into the map. I just needed to like, repeat placeables, and I had sell points in down here, and a massive one there, or there, sorry. But that, I was making this place. This is just up the road from me, a place called Ormsby. That was what I was doing. I haven't got any. No, I haven't got any screenshots of it left either. I don't think. I probably deleted all those as well because I think I've gotten rid of. Completely gotten rid of the FS25. Where do I want to go? Documents. You can have a look around my files. Yeah, I even got FS22 installed. So. Need to turn the screen capture back off. There we are, back to game. Once the train got me, I had to go in and smooth it all. It was great. Yeah, I went with the Shy Wizards way of bringing the train in for FS22, and then, but yeah, it was too heavy. I'd done stuff with the settings; it was all way too strong. So I went in eventually, and I just sort of molded it myself because I knew the area. I knew where it should be hilly and where it shouldn't, and where it sloped to, and stuff like that. So that wasn't too bad. And I don't have the old giants there that are installed either, so I don't think that would even open in the new GE. Actually, I can just send this back, can't I? This was leased. I think we can just send this back. Vehicles. Yeah, return. And that one. Yeah, return, and then need that's it, the header trailer, return. Yeah, same. Yeah, it's when other people have done it and they do boom, and it just looks perfect. And I'm like, I felt sure I followed those instructions, and mine was just, yeah, little things were like walls. It was just, some bits looked massive. Sorry if you can hear crying. My little ones woke up. Mrs. is now going up the stairs. I can hear her. He shall be all right. Bedtime though. That's when the big one get up and start screaming and crying. The trouble ensues. Right, we've got a tab. There we go. We're out at my... This is the field that we worked last time. Full of stones still, but I finished ploughing it at the end, and sort of tried to round it off a little bit, change some shape, extended it a little bit over that way to make it my own. If I bring up the map, I'll show you where we are. We're here. So I just painted a little extra land off here, but we own a good chunk of that, I think. Yeah. And I'm going to replant this with grass. This is our grass meadow, and we own a grass meadow over that way somewhere, I think. So we are going to... We're going to come out and try and remember how to do all of these at once. That'll be the plan. Works quite well. So it was unfold all. Lower all. Oh, I never get that right first time. If I was doing that on a video, like that's a showcase, I'd have got that all wrong because I did the first time I did it as well. Do you know what I'm saying when you jump to start your... Honestly, that was the first time I've done much tabbing. I think We get that flash as well and everything. It's just slow, isn't it? It is just slow. It might even been everything load in. It's just not great, is it? It's not great. And yeah, anyone who is saying this great and at the same time telling you about the promo link is just trying to sell you something you don't need, I'm afraid. And I don't know why, because even at their highest level, a Giants partner ain't getting no more than like £8 off the sale. Like it's not worth the push. It's really not. I can't imagine I'm going to be a Giants partner much longer either, because brought out a new NDA which says we're not allowed to talk about Giants partner. So, oh dear. Send it to Fight Club, not allowed to talk about it. Oh, went out cab, then you get on foot. I think, yeah, probably because it was the first one, weren't it? But yeah, it's not. I'm not going to defend it, mate. It's not great. Why is my front mower not going? We've started all. Right, lower all. There we go. That was weird. The more I watch, the happier am I opted out. Yeah, mate. If I could get enough viewers on my other content to help push the channel, then I probably wouldn't play it, to be fair. But since if I play anything else, I don't get enough views, so it never pushes it to anyone new. I'm starting to think in the new year, regardless of whether I get back into the partner program, I should just start a new channel anyway. Because the people that are subscribed to the channel for Farm Sim, most of them don't turn up or watch videos anymore. We can tell by how little views anything gets. And then anything else I put out is just dead straight away. I am starting to think a new channel is the way to go. And then just slowly turn this into an only Farm Sim channel. I'll have a Farm Sim channel, a General Sim channel, and an Action Adventure channel. I'll tell you what, I'll do a channel for every game. Every new game gets its own individual channel. Mate, you're a content creator, you need the latest. Oh, I don't consider myself a content creator. I'm not there where I need to have them. The thing is, if I had more of the latest and did that, then perhaps we would be a little bit bigger, but I just... Like, most of the games I want to play and make content on aren't even new. And again, that's sort of part of the trouble. You have to create that sort of niche where it's not quite retro gaming, but it's not new gaming. It's 2016 to 2020 gaming. 3Js, thanks for subscribing, I appreciate that. I don't know if you're hearing this stream or if you're watching something else, but I appreciate that. I can see the message on the top one, but not on the bottom. There it is. The YouTube algorithm is bullshit, like even more so since they changed it. We have his channel, but that's taken off 7-month-olds and over. That's taken off 7 months old and over 17,000 subs. Now we're doing something right. Changed it. We have a kids channel, but that's taken off 7 months old. Okay. See, now that was something I've also considered, is doing literally without me in it, and doing something for a younger audience, because I've got a lot of games and stuff that might work with that. That's why I don't post on my channel. Yeah, it's fair enough, mate. Those in the Discord might notice they haven't come out for a while, but there was a just games, because that was a second. That's what my old second channel was, and I'm still going to keep doing stuff on that. But that's just be playing around with shorts and trying out other things. But yeah, I was going to do Just Games and Just Games Kids, and I've got all the artwork and everything made out for it, and I knew what I wanted to do. Again, it's just time. Whether I still go down that route and I just bulk everything up and then just have it planned out for like 6 months or even a year's worth of content on it, because it don't matter. A year's worth of content already bulked up, and then just release the channel and see how it does, and then decide whether I want to continue doing it. It's not really running at the minute. I've got a... It's called Just Games. It is linked on the Discord. Let's see if I can't... I'll happily share stuff on stream. I haven't released a short on there for ages. I was doing a playthrough. I was just playing and recording in the background. An old Star Wars game. It's that bad I can't even find my own channel. Actually, it's on my is it at the bottom of my channel? On my channel, maybe? Yeah, Just Games, there we go. If I go back to sharing my screen, it's just it. This is all it is. Got 118 subscribers because I haven't released anything else yet, other than some shorts, and that's all I did. But these shorts are also now on TikTok. But what I was mainly doing was watching my thing about Bobby Lashley as well. I was just playing around with a good way of editing shorts and doing things about, and like this was a good one because it always had characters in cutscenes. So then make them just so it seems really simple to anyone that's not bothered about it. It's stupid. But just trying to edit the video so the main character was just always centered the whole time. Have we got a short one? So just trying to keep characters in the middle, because this is one wide shot, but just trying to cut it and jump it about and keep it synced, sort of thing. But yeah, it's all I've got on there is like 19 shorts. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Whether this will keep running as a shorts channel, because in the new year I really want to change up everything that I'm doing, I think. So we'll just see how that goes. But I forget to do it over here. Sorry. Becoming new in that game. But yeah, and then like I say, for more child-friendly content and child-friendly games, I do have all the artwork and everything ready to go to launch another channel. But I might just like bulk record a load of stuff and do, and we have to just turn the volume up, saturate everything, and all that. Another sub now. Yes. But I think I started doing that, I mean, because I do things slowly. I started doing that in the summer. And I was just trying to see how many different types of video I could get out of like the same bit of content, which now worries me after YouTube hit me with a reused content thing. But the yeah, so I was gonna. My plan was with that channel, create lots of shorts from the single playthrough, release episodic version of the playthrough, and then a supercut as well. So there's like 3 different ways of viewing that content. And it wasn't gonna, I was gonna and ah about commentary or not. So then again, there could have been a playthrough with commentary and a playthrough without commentary. Because then I could have maybe done a little bit more editing in the without playthrough or without commentary playthrough to just switch up a little bit. Everything comes down to time. Everything comes down to time, don't it? And when you've only got like 4 hours at the end of the day to do something, you're very limited on what you want to do. And I want to try and keep this channel alive in case it does get back into the program. But then, like I say, then just I don't know. Like, I've already deleted 2,000 videos of this channel since September. I think we're down to about 650 videos here, whereas back in September we were like 2,400, I think. So I've deleted a lot of content, and there'll be another 120 videos disappear soon as well, I think. I don't want to launch another channel until I know what's going on here, and then I can sort of try and make a final decision and try and assess what I think I'll be able to do in the new year. And again, if I go for, like I did before, I used to have Mr. Farquhar, Mr. Farquhar Plus, and Mr. Farquhar Plus was just variety game, and I might do that again, and like I intended on doing but then didn't do, just not worry about the numbers. Because it's going to be hard to find its place in a variety spot. But I just enjoy doing a lot of other games, and there's a lot of other adventures I'd like to share and series I'd like to work through and have fun with. Like the old, I mean, I did the modern Tomb Raider trilogy originally on that channel. But what I really would like to do is just go back to number 1, because I've got them, I own them all from the very first release of Tomb Raider. And just redo them all in order. That would take me years to do, but do that and then just go for another series. Then just Assassin's Creed or stuff like that. Or like I said, like last stream, I'd like to try and go no Carnage route and stream everything on Twitch, record on all them streams, and then release them streams episodically, like cut down 30 minutes. Regardless, not all the hello, goodbye, or anything like that. Episode just ends, but then there's another one ready to roll straight away. Apparently it's really bad. Thing is, YouTube doesn't push the content. It's not like I'm hiding something that was successful or anything. And they claim that I'm reusing content, so the only way I can get past that is to delete everything. Like, there's a lot of it's like, unless it's evergreen, there's no reason for it even to be out there. Like, there's very few people that are going around watching FS19 content or FS17 content. Yet there's so many channels, hundreds and hundreds of videos. If anything, YouTube should be thankful for creators that delete obsolete videos. Frees up space on their servers. And it's not like it's suddenly episode 36 from 4 years ago is suddenly going to pick up. Like I bet there's very few people that are really watching 22, because by the end of 22, the numbers, the views on 22 were completely dwindling down, even on the bigger channels. That's why we saw literally all the big channels either went and did a second channel or tried to diversify on their channel, because 22's figures just dropped. They all started playing other sim games or got into other popular adventure games, you know, Fallout, Starfield, stuff like that. They all tried something else, got into racing games, or yeah. Unless you were already a broad sim channel, they started to do that. And from what I see, looking around, I don't watch a great deal of other farming channels, but I do hop on and just have a look at their numbers, just to see whether my sort of assumptions are validated or not. But by the looks of it, even a lot of the bigger channels, for FS25, their numbers aren't even close to what they were for 22's launch. Not even close. So the interest in this game has already dwindled until there's mod maps and a variety of content. When there's only 3 maps to choose from, and you've got thousands of people making content on it, you know, there's only so much original, you know, probably the most original people are the people that are good at logging and are doing crazy logging stuff. Because everyone else, we're all doing the same thing. On the same maps, on the same fields, with the same very limited equipment. It doesn't make for good content. So in that sense, with a very limited game, Giants even shafted its creators, who they use to promote their game, because there's nothing much here. So we've got this field next. Like, I really wanted to get into Hutan Pantai. I tried. We used to do 3 streams on that. That map is boring as sin. Hutan Pantai is as boring as sin. It really is. There is nothing characteristic about that map. There is nothing... honestly, I feel like I'm playing on Fellsprint. I really do. That map could be Fellsprint, or it could be, I guess, if we later on. I think at least this map feels like it's possibly American, and Zolinka does feel Eastern European. Like, I really enjoy the flight sim, but I know the flight sim stuff is never going to really help propel the channel. There's not enough people interested in farming that's going to watch the flight sim stuff. And it's just that's just where I'm stuck now. I'm stuck with a farm sim audience that doesn't watch my content and aren't interested in trying something new, apart from like my core audience. And I am super appreciative of them. And again, it's a big reason why I keep trying and keep pushing, is because I've got these people that have invested time and money in me and what I'm doing here. Things that I'm very grateful for. So we keep cracking on until we can break that code and get some more momentum. I'm not sure if we'll cut the third field. I don't know. Should we cut the third meadow today as well? They're not very big. They don't take long. I find it hard to watch a lot of people with kids in their knees, which 100%, mate. 100%. A lot of what I watch on YouTube isn't really gaming related anymore either. I tend to, like, recently, obviously because I've been getting into the flight sim, so I've watched a lot more flight sim, but then it's not necessarily people playing the game, because I'm trying to learn it. I'm watching a lot of tutorial stuff and people doing real, like, in-depth breakdowns of all the controls and how the Garmin G1000 works and how to do stuff. So, and some of them are really long. They're like an hour long, so it takes me a little while to watch it. Welcome, Big Dazza. You made. Did I miss something about Big Dazza? Also doing live as I haven't been. Yeah, a lot going on, mate, and totally get that. But the people that support you will understand that as well. Like, I didn't do hardly anything for like 2 months with you know, the old man passing away, and then the whole YouTube kicking the bollocks. Like, I didn't want to sit here and do this, not at all. Sometimes I still don't. I think you know, that's mental health for you, isn't it? Sometimes you just don't want to socialise. Like, I don't even do a lot socially, and at the minute my social battery is like running on empty every day. We're just going to do some nice crescents. And you know, there'll be those that of that meant, oh no, you got to grind to YouTube, you got to grind Twitch, you want it, go get it, grind it, do it every day. No, you mean, do it when you're happy, do it when you're comfortable, and do it when it suits you. People who watch you for you and like you and support you will understand that and will back that. If someone's desperate for some content, I can point them in the direction of a good fair few creators that I would like to see grow and be supported. While I can't put stuff out. There's a few of them at the bottom of my page, and at the bottom of my page I don't, other than Mr. T-Ball, I'm not even sure if there's anyone else down there that does sing, because that selection is called Try Something New, or Try Something Different, I think. But there are other creators that I like watching that are completely out of our genre. Like I said, apart from Mr. T-Ball and Ellipse Gamer. Ellipse Gamer does sim stuff. I'll add the Sloth Squad to the bottom there as well. Why not? Try someone different. I say you got to be putting content out for it. Yeah, true, I struggle doing videos for the kids channel at the minute, but it's fully monetized for 2 months. So we're trying, but the videos are made from scratch. Certain videos it takes so long. Yeah. And I think, I don't know like what sort of content that is, but I should imagine if it's for children, you know, there's a certain mentality that has to be there, and you need to be switched on and feeling the vibe and everything. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. If we turn it on, then we turn them both off together. There we go. Got them out of sync. All animated stuff. Animated to see. That's a lot, isn't it? That's a lot if you're animating shit, mate. I know people that have got animated channels that have been going for years and can't get monetized, can't grow. So if you've done that on an animated channel, mate, well done you. A big Daz, yo, what is up, YouTube? You right, Daz? How are we? Thanks for joining us. We're just mumbling and grumbling and cutting grass at the minute, mate. Hope you're well. We've had a pleasant Monday. I've got to remember where my other field is. I think it's that one, yes. We'll just go up, around, and across. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Very kind. I'm going to have a little drink. I haven't had a drink since we've been going, I don't think. Get back in the cab for the travel. So I think it's this way. We're not going to stop. Is this the gravel pit, isn't it? This is where the Wu-Tang Clan hang out. ODB, baby. Cheers. Didn't know that it's normally hard with animation. Oh, yeah. Well, the main one that I followed for a long time. I started talking to this chap on Facebook like 4 years ago, and he had stuff. And his is more adult animated stuff, like the sort of stuff you'd see on Adult Swim, and it's that funny and that good that it should be on Adult Swim. But yeah, he's struggled for years, and like, it's not easy stuff to do. But his channel's called Petey and the Pile. I mean, it's very I guess it's very niche. It's about a man whose best friend is a big pile of shit. But it's proper funny. I promise. Makes me chuckle. Right, is that my grass? I forget where my grass is. That's not. Oh, my grass is all the way down there. I was looking at that one. Oh. Okay, might have a bit of a drive. I can't remember how long it took me to drive up here in preparation. No one coming. Lol, I do some stupid FS22 kids videos, but it's hard to explain unless you see it. I totally get you. I got a 4-year-old, he's nearly 5, like the shit that comes out of his TV sometimes. Had to learn Giants out of toilet mods. Yeah, there's quite a few. I say quite a few. There's one that pops up on my feed, so I assume there's a few. But they do a lot of it, and it's like you recognise what it is, but the colours are all just hyper saturated colour wise, and they do it like everything. There's like a whole red thing, and like all red, all blue, all green, all yellow, and it's just like, yeah. I don't know what that channel's called, but I see it come up because the boy uses, obviously, one of my YouTube channels to watch YouTube from, so. Yeah, in your face, yeah, proper in your face. That's a bit much. The oversaturated. But it works. It works, it catches their attention. If you're happy making it, and you can make it, you can make it engaging enough. It's not just a case of playing the game and cranking the sat up, is it? You've got to do stuff and have an idea, and yeah. I'm not the most creative of people, so that's not something I could do. But when he start watching, he get on a little bit of a binge session, and I can hear him through the wall next door. And once his videos start having that American AI voice in it, I'm like, turn that crap off. Like, I always start with, if you like this, kidden, hit subscribe. You know, if you're a good boy and you love your mummy, subscribe to the channel. That's like, fuck off. Is that what you do now to get subscribers? That's how you grow? They are crap videos. I need to make some more tracks, I think. I've overdone videos on the track. Sometimes you sit there at the dinner table, like and subscribe to the channel. So I'm gonna record him saying it, and I'm gonna put it at the end of my videos. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, turn the bell. Yes, go on, lad. Help your dad out. Oh, I was going to that other field, weren't I? And I drove straight past it. What a plum. We'll not mow that today. We'll do that another day. Candy, you're not American. Dude. I don't even know where people go and get that AI voice from. There's like the one very specific American male voice, and a very specific female voice as well. I might go. We'll go and wrap. Well, not wrap. We'll bail up the straw to start with, I think. That's what we'll do next. Bail up the straw. It's just nuts. It's just nuts. But that's again, it's how the algorithm works. It's crazy. It was suffering one day, it was on right there at Free Wall. That same voice is telling the story. Then it stopped halfway through the story. If you want to hear the rest of this story, and you love your mummy, subscribe to the channel. Check us back later. What? What the hell? What the freaky deeks? Like, because it's that monotone and pace that kids get fixed in on it. Sorry, man, I'm just going to nip down here. Right, now I'm not going to be able to see my swaths. I don't think. Oh, might be able to. In fact, I think I'm seeing better on that screen. I think that's what I'm struggling with today. My HDR setting has oversaturated this screen. We might eventually have to get some netting. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to do this from in-cab because I can't see where the swath is, so we are going to have to do some unusual viewpoints that I don't normally use. Let's turn that off. All said. I forget you have to do it every time. That's not a setting that stays turned on. I bet we're making small bales as well, aren't we? Do I want to make small bales? Are they at 150? Let's do that. Yeah, so apologies for the appalling outer cab work, but just cannot see my swaths from in-cab because we're not supposed to have swaths on the crop. But as anyone who's been around for a while knows, I'll do anything to get a bit of bailing in. Can't believe there's no photo mode. They've missed a marketing opportunity there. Yeah, but I mean, that's where sometimes giants are a bit weird, isn't they? It's like, photo mode is great, especially if it's a game that's on console, because you can't get into the console. But obviously on PC, we get mods. We can do what we like. Get rid of the HUD, or you can bring up the console commands and you can get rid of it all there. On consoles, you can't do that. So yeah, I think they do miss a trick by not having a photo mode. Especially when you get, you know, games like SnowRunner and that, they have photo mode. I think some of the construction games, I think, have a photo mode as well. But yeah, so many, I want to say so many people. It's not necessarily so many people, because unfortunately with social media and Discord, YouTube, Twitter, whatever it is you use, get caught in an echo chamber because people of a similar mind tend to hang out and talk with each other. Thus just socialising. So quite often say, yeah, but most people that I communicate with, not most people, don't like having all the HUD and all that stuff. I think generally, but not always, it's the older, again, and this is sort of where I try and get my audience anyway, the older, mature gamer. I think we don't like all that shit. We just want a nice, clean image. We want to have obvious controls, because we're old, and yeah, be able to just play like that, play like this, in cab like this. And like one of the things I said, I think I said it like back on 19 and in 22, at this point in game development, that is, like, there's no reason why every single one of them switches doesn't work. Because if you boot up Microsoft Flight Simulator, and you can go back to 2019, 2020 and boot up Microsoft Flight Simulator, you jump in one of them planes, especially even like an airliner jet, it's got about 1,000 buttons in the cockpit. Every single one of them buttons work. Every single one of them switch. You look at it, you click at it, pig, and it switches. Or you can map it to a key, or a side panel, or, you know, a flight stick. Everything works. Dials, twists, knob, all of it works. Why is that not a thing in these tractors, where there's, what, 15 different controls? Why do they all not work in this track? Why can I not go down here and slide that lever? Why am I not pulling that? Why am I not twisting this? And it's a working game. Yeah, a working game. It just, to me, it makes no sense. Like, the fact that we can't even open the doors without a mod. Can't open doors, windows. It should all be look at it, bang, open it. I should be able to look at the back here. If that's openable, click it, done. Those switches should all work. I should be able to turn on my window wiper. It should work. So they are, and it's beyond. It's not like even like it's beyond the engine to do that, because modders do it, or modders do a good chunk of it. So it's possible within the game. But I just think there's absolutely no reason why we can't flick every switch on and off ourselves inside these machines. Like, if you watch, like, I don't know nothing about planes. I'm trying to learn so I can have more fun with it. But if you watch, I think today's Microsoft Flight Simulator episode, like, there's a bit in that flight where it's as if the same as if we're in here, driving along, cruise controls on, whatever, we're using GPS. Right? I should be able to adjust stuff, or have a GPS screen there that I'm clicking on, that I'm interacting with, and I'm setting my GPS that way. Because that's what I'm doing in my flight simulator. I'm interacting with every single button. I'm setting the GPS course up. There's 2 screens that I'm interacting with, plus a digital flight bag that I pop up on the screen like a tablet. I just think it's just mad that it's not there. And it's something that none of the big channels ever seem to go on about. They'll wait until a mod comes out that does it, and they'll bang on about how great that is, how great interactive controls are, and how they can't live without it. I can't live without it. I need my interactive controls. I need this and that. Then why are you not saying Giants need to be putting that in? And why are you not disappointed every time a game comes out and it's not there? That would be the leap forward. And that would be a leap forward that was present in games 5 years ago. If they said, right, there's less vehicles on release because every single vehicle is 100% interactive. I tell you what, I'd take that. I'd take a smaller fleet that is more interactive. When you bring out this game, I will go fund it. So as Rod the Mods asked me, should we create our own game? I don't know. I don't know anything about game development. I don't know about coding. I'm too old. We didn't learn that, and I'm too stubborn to learn something new. Like Rusty said, I don't need new features in my software. I don't need it. But someone out there is smart enough to do that. And I said last stream, it's not Sudeco, it's not Airsoft that are going to make a competitor for this game. It's someone like Microsoft with that ability, with the size of staff that they can have, that Microsoft Farming Simulator on the scale of Microsoft Flight Simulator, the detail. We shouldn't be getting excited that in 2025 these are actual 3D wheels and that they weren't in every other game beforehand. Why were they not 3D wheels beforehand? Why was it all just lights, texture? That's not a selling point. In 2024, 3D wheels is not a selling point. If I knew how to do it, like I say, someone out there can. They've just got to be passionate enough about the game, I guess. But I guess everyone is passionate enough about the game to make a half-decent game is at Giants. Because all the other farming games that come out are crap. They really are. Captain Cox was well ahead. Which guys didn't run out of time for it. Yeah, I think a big block for that as well was like Giants licensing with so many companies. Because for a lot of people, that's a tough thing to get past, isn't it? If you've got, you could, and I think I said this before as well, you can have like an ultra realistic game, but I think if you don't have many brands in it, then it's going to struggle. It's getting the brands, because people, you know, up until 19, like everyone was craving, constantly calling for John Deere tractors. Yeah, and class and stuff like that. So getting the brands in is important. But I just think a realistic game, on just on that level of detail, so we can interact with stuff. Manual attach. It's not hard, and you can do it for consoles. You can, because you can do manual attach with a controller, so you can do it for console. Or here's one: make your game keyboard and mouse compatible on console, because it certainly would work with Xbox. Now you just make it PC, don't license it, but then again you're leaving it to modders. Your initial game needs to be licensed, you're then just relying on if that's unlicensed, you're relying on modders to put everything in a bit naughty as a workaround. Yeah. I just want to flick these buttons. That's all it is. You know, you could have icing and condensation on the windows, so in the winter, we've got weather, so why not have it? So I need to go over there, turn my heating up a little bit in cab, clear the windows in the morning. It's supposed to be a simulator. Let's simulate some stuff. Not ground deformation that I can't see outside that tiny little ring. The ring of render, the ring of doom. And they said that was going to be gone. And I think that ring is shorter than it ever was before. And everything's set to max. But we can't see no ground deformation, but I bet it's causing a hindrance to my frames right now. It's shocking. I got rid of mine FS25. What, the ring of render? Yeah, you can dial it up. But if you dial it up in this game, it smokes your graphics card. In FS25, I used to have it, because obviously in-game it maxes out at 200. For most of my maps on FS25, I had that set at 600, 600. All of the Balham Road stuff that I did was set that high. I had the whole map rendered in at once. I think on the little bit of time that I spent on Upper Mississippi, that was all, I think it was because that's a big map. That was a 4X, so I think that was set at 300, and I had no issues with it until the map broke on an update. But yeah, pretty much any series after Balham Road came out, I cranked all my settings up by then. Yeah, I know how to do it. Yeah. GPU goes bang, yeah. It's mad. Absolutely mad. And the other week we had was it a plough and a cultivator? Not on this map, on Hootam Pantai. We had a cultivator on the back of the Agco, and after doing one small field, the tractor looked like it was 10 years old, and the cultivator fell to bits. This John Deere has done more work, probably twice as much work on this farm, and hasn't got a single flake of paint missing. Evening, Mr. F. Hope you're well, sir. Evening, Martin. Hope you're well, buddy. I'm not too bad, buddy. Buddy, but there's a lot of buddy there. I'm not too bad. We're just having our usual mumbles and grumbles and moaning about the game that we're playing. Normal stuff. It's fuck time for me to go. Have a good evening, and I'll catch you next time, hopefully laters. Appreciate you, Rusty. Hope you have a pleasant evening. Always appreciate you coming by, mate. You keep well, look after yourself, and I shall see you about the Discords or in the comments or in the next stream. I'm going to try and get a few of these this week. I don't know if I can. Depends on how things go partner-wise, but I'd like to. I think if if not, she's probably working late, so I don't know, I'm not going to commit to a lot of streams this week, actually. We might have one more tomorrow, and then it might not be until the weekend. We'll see. And I've not cut any trees down yet, but from what I gather, the trees aren't improved, so they added, you know, logging and lumbering back in 2014 for FS15, so it was like 2014. That was when it was added in. I believe it was added as a mod beforehand for 13. So yeah, so they've had logging in game for a decade. For 10 years they've had logging in this game, and it's still crap. It's no better. The physics of it, the hitboxes on it, is just... No super chat. No, we got demonetized in September, mate. YouTube seems to think that I don't make my own content and that I reuse other people's content. So they demonetized me. I can't apply for the program again until the end of the month. So like a 3-year ban. A 3-month ban. If people want to support the channel, by the way, there's a donation link down there. It goes to my PayPal. If you want to do that, that's there. But yeah, we've not got no super chat or anything like that. I don't really go on about donation stuff, you know. It's not necessarily why we're here, is it? It's nice to earn it. How I saw it was I'd rather earn money making the content and YouTube paying me for my share than having other people send money. But YouTuber idiots, and they just... Here I am right now playing this game, look, swinging the wheel, the tractor will turn with me, but yeah, I don't make my own content. Mental. That's bull, mate. It's crazy, isn't it? Yeah. And you have to appeal in video. So in my appeal video, obviously I captured my screen, I took them to my editor, I took them to the OBS, I took them to the files where I keep what limited recordings I keep, because I normally delete straight after I've done with it, and then show them where they get processed and rendered and everything, and their comeback was that I didn't show them enough evidence to prove that I make my own content. I was like, what else, other than have someone stand over my shoulder and record me recording and editing, how else do I prove that I make my own content other than show you the content I've made and the tools I use to make it? Am I supposed to record my screen as I edit? Just in case? You naughty boy. So it's mental, isn't it? Mental. Like, I think I've only got three, probably not three, I might only have one now, I've deleted so much content. I've only got, yeah, maybe 3 videos that have, like, 2-second memes in them. And, like, they never got flagged. I've never had a copyright claim. In the studio, you can see content that matches yours, so other people that have done similar stuff, so it'll be, and you get it with gameplay a lot, so it'll be, if they've done something exactly the same as you throughout a game, for like 5 minutes, that'll show up as like, this is the same as yours, or this is the same as yours, or if that's the same bit of music, normally a copyrighted bit of music, you can see it in the match tools on in YouTube Studio. Like, I don't have anything there. The last time I had anything match in YouTube Studio for a possible copy was when I was playing Death Stranding 2 years ago, and there was a bit of music in it. I didn't realise that Death Stranding had copyright music, but obviously nor did these other 100 people, because suddenly on my match section were nearly 100 other clips, and it was just because they all had that bit of copyright music in it. But I removed the music from the video. But yeah, I've never had a claim against any bit of content because, quite frankly, who'd want to claim that this is theirs? Have you seen my videos? You wouldn't want to say they're yours. I've deleted most of them, even though I don't say they're mine. But I think it was the Giants promotion stuff. So although we have the right to use that stuff, and you know, and some people in the Giants thing were like, oh, but if that was that, then everyone would get flagged. That's not how the system works. Unfortunately, the YouTube check-in system is not fair. It sees a small channel that has a clip that does really well, and then it sees that this clip is similar to what other people have, and deemed that the small channel stole that clip. So despite the fact that about 500 channels all had the same early access footage and the same Gamescom footage and the same Friday fact sheets with the same stills and that, it sort of prioritises that the bigger channels with the bigger audience, clearly that's their content, and the others are using it. Because I know 4 other channels that got stung for copyright material or reusing copyright. No, not reusing, reusing material is what it is. And it all happened when their Giants promo stuff picked up and went bigger than the rest of their content. Mine got triggered when I had a short go from like 2,000 views to 200,000 views in a week, and then because that is irregular to my channel, YouTube's checking algorithm, not its algorithm for promoting, but its checking algorithm, looks at that and wants to know why this video is doing so much better. So then it matches it to other content that is the same or similar, because you know it's the Giant stuff. Most of us have the same thing. So the fact that that video went to 200,000 views and the rest of my content is lucky if it gets 500 views at the minute, then that's not my content. But all that does is mean that small people aren't allowed to grow quickly. Heaven forbid you have something go viral, because YouTube will assume that you didn't make it. Because obviously small channels are shit. I just thought that was mad. Absolutely mad. That's why I deleted all my Giants stuff, and I haven't put out any other Giants promo stuff since. But yeah, but I know at least 4 others have said that they've had that issue as well in the time frame of releasing Giants promo stuff for FS25. Jesus, this putting right off YouTube, it's mental. I just didn't like, and the thing is, like, we were as gamers, like, shorts are pushed to us as to make clips to grow your channel, to, you know, take a bit out of your own content, you know, edit it or do as you wish with it, turn it into a short, and we'll push that out and help you grow. But why, if you get a good short, you might not grow, you might get banned. It just doesn't make no sense. And the fact that YouTube, because it's an automated system, there's no one telling you like what bit of content they think is problematic. They don't say, oh, this short here or this video here, or there's nothing, because it's done under the assumption of, well, you know what bit of content isn't yours, you know what bit of video you took from someone else, so you know what to delete and edit out. But if you've not taken something from someone else, and you don't know what bit the problem is, and you don't know what to edit out or delete. So that's another reason why I've deleted so much content. Anything that's not similar to the way that I'm producing content now is gone. Anything that's not, I use the term lightly, at the same quality content that I produce now is pretty much gone. The only old content that's really sticking around is Euro Truck, because my old Euro Truck series is still some of the most popular content I have on my channel, and it's 2 years old. But I have more people each month watching my early Euro Truck series than I do watch any new farming content. Which again is mad. But Sloth might be right. YouTube might be slowballing my content and maybe not showing it to so many people because I have deleted some. And some of what I've deleted was some of my more popular content, but it's not being viewed now. Because you can check when obviously when all your views came in and when everything happens on your channel. So if there hadn't been a view on it within the last month or two, and it's not really relevant content now, then it's not going to get another view. That's how I see it. Oh, so I can't remember what the unload unfinished bale is, but there it is. But yeah, it's quite a minefield to get around. And I've said before, like I'm monetized on Twitch. I'm in the Twitch affiliate program. If it was about making pennies off the streams and whatnot, then I'd just move everything over there. And you never know. I still might. But that's not really what I like. I like learning the process of making the videos. I liked doing that. I liked doing the episodic stuff and seeing where something goes at a pace. And I think sometimes, especially like from myself and small channels, our streams aren't really rewatched. Big channels with big followings, obviously their streams get rewatched. They've got a certain way about themselves. They're well presented. They're probably presented better than myself. I can accept and understand that, and that's fine. I get that. But plus, if you've got a large enough audience, say you've got 50, 60,000 people that subscribe and probably about 20, 30,000 that watch regularly, if you stream and get 5,000 or 6,000 people watching it, odds are another 5,000 or 6,000 are going to come in and watch part of that stream afterwards. Whereas, like myself, I've got 4,000 subscribers, but only around about 100 people watch regularly, if that. So there aren't that many people that are coming across to watch a stream back, unless they're one of my core viewers that are watching it to support me and to help me out, got on in the background while I'm jamming about, or like Red said, Red often, while he's in his truck, not just me, but a few other creators as well, Red will often jam on a playlist and just have it on while he's in his truck. He does long distance lorry driving. He's a trucker in the US, so and he will to help support and help promote the content. He'll just jam it on and have it on in the background while he's trucking, and that'll be part of a playlist with other creators that he likes to watch, listen to, and support. So what I need to do is get back to a Wednesday night stream, because when we used to stream it on Twitch every Wednesday, I think it was Wednesdays and Thursdays, always had Red in the chat pretty much for the whole stream, because he'd be in his truck and he'd be doing voice to text, so he'd be chatting away to his phone, chatting away into my chat, and then I could chat back. So that was always pretty cool. So I either need to do a Wednesday night stream here or a Wednesday night stream on Twitch to get that going again. And again, like I was saying earlier on about possibly bringing back the second channel for different sort of games. I might bring back regular, well, I say regular, like 2, maybe 3 evenings a week if I can, of streaming on Twitch. Or not even got to be evenings, they could be days. You know, once the little one is 2 and a bit, maybe 2.5. So next September, which seems ages away, but it soon comes around. So next September, if we get the youngest into nursery for like mornings, like we did with the eldest boy, then that frees up a morning for me to do stuff. So if I'm recording content for YouTube during the day on them free mornings, then I can stream in the evenings, because that's what we were doing sort of up until my partner went off from maternity. I'd record bits during the day because she was looking after the little boy because he was still a baby, and the eldest was at school or at nursery, so then I had my evenings were free to stream, and that was like a nice mix of what we did then. See if we can get back to that, that'd be cool. But like, a bit like Sloth, I've got a boy that requires a lot of attention sometimes because of how he is, and that can be not just time consuming, it can be exhausting. So sometimes even by 7 o'clock, like, you're absolutely mentally shattered from a day battling with a child. I know that I'm just baling grass. We're going to come over this with a wrapper and wrap this separately. I was going to get a bale wrapper, but I think we'll just wrap it with a wrapper this time, and then maybe look into a bale wrapper in future. Because again, the straw was supposed to be squares, but Twitch is better for streaming in my opinion. It is 100%. It is, without a doubt, so much more interactive. Like, as for a viewer and for a streamer. I mean, I don't have a lot of intricate stuff set up on my Twitch. We have sound alerts, and we use the stream points, and we use the bits to do stuff and to interact with. You know, I don't have a massive channel there, but you know, a big enough following that I was able to get into the affiliate program. And again, I was, you know, if I had more than 7 or 8 people in on a chat on a stream, that was probably a good night. Or if I had 7 or 8 in at once, that was probably a good night. I think because I have the audience somewhat here, although we got six at the minute. Yeah, 6 viewers at the minute, so it's about the same. But I always tried to keep them separate, so I think I did two trucking streams, and I think we did like 4 farm streams because I was just doing something different at the time. But I tried to keep it so like trucking and farming didn't go on Twitch, that stayed here, because I didn't want to get the audiences confused. We did a lot of snow runner at the time, so we did snow runner like 3 nights a week, every week for, I don't know, like 5 months. We did a lot of snow runner, but we also played up again. I did some, oh, what was that? I want to say High Life, that weird little shooter game. That was quite funny. Did a couple of streams on that when I first started. That was pretty cool. But we did Jedi Fallen Order. People seem to quite like that because I was crap at it. Another thing, to your twin girls. Bazaar. Yeah. I mean, I've got older daughters. They were no trouble, but I was separated from the mother by the time they were 2, so that's sort of a different thing. But yeah, I would say my daughter was, in comparison, an absolute friggin' angel. What map is this on FS25? We are on Riverbend. It should be in the title. British Dairy Farm and Riverbend Springs. If you want to know why it's a British Dairy Farm, we can jump to the farm. If anyone's new and not seen the farm, we can jump to the farm and have a little look around. Right, buddy, I'm off. Night Giant said, done. Me in for the day. Have fun. Appreciate your stuff. It's been lovely chat with you, mate. It's nice to have you in the chat. obviously I understand you've got your own things going on and doing your stuff. People, if you don't know him already, go and check Sloth out. He's on YouTube, he's on Twitch, and he is on the TikTok. Because he's cool like that. Go check him out, give him a follow. He's a lovely chap, great chap. Deserves more eyes. But yeah, if you want, we can have a little jump to the farm, and we can have a look at our sheds. We're using some of the British mods that I was kind enough to spend the angel. Let's jump over. But I was like early access to not necessarily early access. I've been testing them. That's what it is. So we've got MS Modern's British Dairy Shed. I'm new to FS25. I'd love to have a look farm on. Here we go. Let's have a little look at it. It has, mate. It's been nice. Cheers, buddy. Appreciate it. And take care. Catch up very soon. Yes, chap. You look after yourself. Look after yourself and your family. It's glorious. Glorious having you. We'll do a walk in from the front. So we brought up a bit of land not too far from Grandpa's start farm. And my thing was, I haven't been really feeling any of the maps. I love Zaloinka, but I played Zaloinka on 22. Is that the shed that didn't impress Bob? It's one of them, yeah. Poor old Bob. Got upset. Yeah, so we've brought this this field here. So it's Grandpa's start. We're here, just on the corner. Popped these two sheds in today. We swapped them out. We had two base game sheds there that were of an old rustic ilk, but these ones obviously fit better because they're more European and British. So yeah, we've got the farmhouse. We've got this largest shed. This will do for storing trailers and such, and a bit of machinery and what we can. This was a lot more closed off until I changed the sheds, but we might change these out for something different so they'll be closed off again soon. That one and this. I don't think the green. Actually, I don't think the small shed pack was released today. I think the small shed pack got released Thursday or Friday. Haven't had a chance to do a video on that. Have you tried the update to New Frontier? It adds forestry version. I'm not big on forestry. I don't generally like the whole empty woodland map thing. That's not me. I had a look at it when it first came out, and I really like Ola. I think Ola's awesome. His other maps from 22 and prior are absolutely banging. I was surprised that Frontiers was a map that he did, to be fair. But yeah, from what I've read of the updates for it, it sounds better, and I might go back and visit it for myself just to have a little look at. I, like everyone else, back on 19, I did a No Man's Land start from scratch survival. But yeah, I've done it once, and whether I go back and do it again, I don't know. It's not really me. I like to have a farm. So yeah, so we've got this one down. That's the new shed by Sally. That dropped today. Absolutely cracking map. He had some really nice British maps. Some really nice British sheds in 22, so it looks like they are coming over, which is good. Now this is the only American ship. We've got a carport. We got, because it's our British farm, we have got ourselves a Skoda. Why not? We've got American Modding Inc.'s American shed here, because we do have large sheds in Britain, not quite as luxurious as this, but we do. You'll find a farm. They are about. They're just not necessarily seen on small dairy farms. We've then got our bale storage sheds. These are getting replaced soon. For one, you can't go in them, so we can't even take a vehicle in there if we wanted and just stick stuff in there. I think that's a big miss on Giant's part. So yeah, we're going to get one of the mods, or maybe two of the mod versions in. Yeah, worth it. I'm playing the forestry version. You could build a nice British farmer. You can. It's just that I don't like doing the forestry. The forestry is so broken. It annoys the hell out of me. It annoys the hell out of me. But yeah, once there's maybe some more mods, some more placeables, some more really good buildings, then that'd be well. I mean, when you got 3 or 4 sheds that really fit in with being British, so that's what we get. Round the back, we do still have an old American silo, but that's going to get changed to that little European one that I really like that came through the other week. So that'll get gone soon. We've just filled that up though. Round the back, we have the small dairy. I know that it isn't very financially beneficial, but that's the one I've gone for. So it's like our milking shed, and we're doing stuff. This is just storage. I thought this still fits in because it's quite oldish looking. Then this is Rod the Mod's UK style, British style clamp. It's not out yet. I think it's gone into testing. There is he's working on a little issue. After I filled this right up, and then we realised we were getting spill. But a lot of people that are building their own clamps have been getting spill. But yeah, he's found the fix for it. So in the next version, hopefully that'll be fixed, and we won't get silage leaking out the sides. But yes, this is a nice clamp. I like this. So yeah, this is one of our British mods. And then we go with the big. It's not big. Yeah, it's big. It's our dairy cows in here. So our dairy shed. This is where we got our milkers. They're all in here. I think they need some straw put down for them. They've got straw. It's should be half filled, so the straw doesn't start coming through until you're about 3/4 full. But yeah, so we've got our dairy cows in here. We've got plenty of feed still at the minute. Do animals take bales on FS25? They take hay bales, grass bales. I'm assuming they'll take a silage bale. You can't put bedding in with a straw bale. You do have to have loose straw or a straw blower. Where's my trigger? Come on, where is it? Why can I not find the trigger? There it is. Right. Do these come out? I can't remember. They do, don't they? So we'll take out the hay bale. There we go. We'll be naughty and we'll lift it. So if I put this in the feed trigger, when I let go of it, they'll eat that because it's hay. But if I get one of the straw bales, that won't go in because you need to blow it into the. It needs to go in loose. It needs to be chopped or blown, or put in a mixer wagon. I quite often use the mixer wagon because more often than not the triggers are on top of each other. Not always, but more often than not. I know in this one they are. Oh wait, I don't know if I've got anything in there. I haven't, no. So yeah, they do take bales for feed, not for bedding. So yeah, so we've got our dairy cows in here. We've got 30 that'll hold 150, but we've got 30 in there. And then out in my pasture at the minute, we've got our medium cows. We got our 6-monthers. I guess, do these count as heifers yet at 6 months? I don't know. But yeah, we got these ones. They're growing, so they're just out grazing because they're not going to get milked, so they don't need to be in the milking shed. What I have done, this was something obviously people had an issue with, and you know, quite rightly so. You put your dairy cows out to graze. But because of the way the game works, obviously they're producing milk the whole time, so you're losing out on milk while they're out grazing. So you need them in your shed to get the milk. The new, it's not new, I think it came out at the end of last week, realistic milking times. So if you don't mind doing the work, and you've got the equipment to move them, the realistic milking means that you can get your milk from your cows at 6, you can put your cows out in your pastures all day, bring your cows back in at about 5:30, and then at 6 o'clock they'll get milked again. You can leave them in your barn overnight and put them back out if you wish. Or, yeah, so you can put them back out and that's what they are. So they get milked and then they go back out. So you can bring them in for the milking period. So I like that that has added something. It's a shame that it takes a mod to add the realism to Giant Simulator, but I like that. I think that's a good addition to it. But this is our calving shed, so it's just got calves in it. You can put other animals in there. It has a capacity of 25. Visually, it will only show 10. The same as that as a 150, but visually I think it only shows like 20, 30. Because it feels too much. But these are our calves. So once our calves are grown, in a few more months' time, they'll go out in the pasture. And hopefully by then, we'll then be looking to have some calves on the way with our dairy cows, and we can rotate them around and move them through. And then we'll have a little mix. But yeah, MS Modern, this is his calf barn. There's an issue with my version. There's an issue with the bedding. It doesn't all come through, unfortunately, but that's being fixed in the next edit. So there's a version of this with Giants that's in testing. If it fails testing, he'll update that fill type, or if it passes testing and it gets released, in the first update will be the bedding coming through better for the cows. Because if we put the bedding down, only at 100% does a little bit of the bedding come through. I think that was the only other. I think that was the only thing with it. Oh, was it that? I think it's also. Yeah, this has a 25 capacity, but the mod, I think the mod's description still says it has 50 or 100. So yeah, so that'll be changed as well. So I'm not sure if Giants will let it through with those discrepancies anyway. But they are two things that are known, and MS Modern is ready with an update should the mod get fixed, or is ready with an update should it fail or not fail. And then around the back here, we've just got an old shed, which I don't know. I just wanted an old shed because I really like this one. So this is like the last remnants of the American farm that was here. And then we've got manure pit behind each shed because I wasn't sure how far they pull from, because these don't have manure inside. So we just got a little bit of manure there. But it says connected to exclamation mark, but it doesn't tell me what it's connected to. But that one's filling, but not a lot. And I don't think these calves are producing a great deal of manure anyway. But it says connected to, but we've not got any manure. So I'm just letting that be. I'm not sure whether that's getting confused by being next to maybe the pasture where we wouldn't get manure. I don't know. But that's my little attempt at a British dairy farm. Again, it's a little bit open, but we're going to probably close it off when we change these sheds out, because the shed that we put in there is going to be bigger. It's going to probably come out a little bit further, and then we'll have another shed that fits in alongside it down here. And our American Modern ink shed might get replaced as well. I love it, but we might go for something that looks a little bit more British. You see? But yeah, that's my little British dairy farm. I did have someone on Facebook try to argue with me and tell me this is stupid because it's not a British map. It's like, at no point did I say this was a British map. So in your title, it's British. Yeah, it's yeah. My barns are. Yes, this map is not. This is Giant's map. It's like, I'm not sure if he was just being a knob or just really didn't understand the simplicity of it. But it's Facebook. People will argue with you over everything, and odds are it's just because I had the mods. People get really funny when crappy little YouTube channels get mods. Baffles them. Baffles them that I spend hours sometimes. Like I say, with FS Landscaping, I have spent days and nights just doing the same thing over and over again to make sure things work and up there. Looks good, fair play. I think it, you know, it's enough to make me want to play this map, because if not, I wasn't that fussed. I really haven't been fussed. I do have a very early version of Lady Hill from FS Landscaping, but I did say to him I won't stream it or do anything with it because it is a very early version. There's things missing from the map that need to go in. I think my version doesn't have any sell points in it, or very few and whatnot, so it's playable as in I want to run the farm but doing other stuff. It's not, but he says he's got to ping me over a new version anyway. Yeah, he says to me, no, do you like play it, stream it, take pictures? So, no, I wouldn't do that because it's not finished, and too many people love to shit on a modder. Like if you put out pictures or a stream of a map that's not yet done, even though it's in testing, people will still bitch about it. Lady Hill's a brilliant map. Yeah, I really liked it. I think for the experience that he has, he makes some good maps, and they're real places. Like Lady Hill is 100% a map for him. Like when he made that, he didn't care if no one downloaded it. He made that map because he wanted to play in an area that he knows, on farms that he grew up around, and he wanted to have fun with it. And the only reason it got necessarily publicly released is because he plays, although he obviously makes his maps, he plays on his console, he plays on his Xbox One, no, his Xbox One, the Xbox Series X. So he has to get the maps on Mod Hub to play it on his preferred platform. Like he only brought a PC like 2 years ago so he could start making maps that he wanted. So I think, given that, and the fact that he's only just started using Blender, his maps are good. I loved how versatile he was in creating his very first version of Balan before it had any new stuff put in it. But he was so versatile. Versatile is not the word I use. Ingenuitive of making things for that map and changing things. So models and items that were already in game, he would take and he would reshape and retexture and to make it fit the use of the map. But it was mad. I was so impressed with the way he'd come up with it. And he built it all. Sometimes built it all in the map and then export it out, turn it into a mod, then put it back in. Like, this is nuts. But as he got better and he learned how to make certain things and retexture things, obviously the map improved and the models improved and stuff like that. But you know, it's not. The map bit is probably. Well, I won't say it's the easiest bit. I think the map bit is the easier bit. Once you know what you're doing, making the map is the easier bit. And making all the models, making all the buildings and the fine details, I think that's hard. And again, there's something now that we see people that do map reviews and score maps, like heaven forbid who the hell are you to score a map. This is a good map because I say so. I give it 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars. I give it 80% or whatever. I mean, mental, because then your 50, 60,000 followers all suddenly agree with you because that's what you think. But yeah, but there was this trend of if a map was using like another modder's placeables, then suddenly that map weren't as good anymore. It wasn't as validated because it used someone else's mods. But half the time, especially like on Facebook groups and stuff like that, you see, a map comes out, and the first thing people complain about is that they can't delete the farm. Oh, map is really good, it's a shame I can't delete the farm and build my own. Well, if it's made with placeables, It's all deletable, and you can put down whatever you want. And guess what? The thing that you build them with are the fucking mods that you've complained about that the map's been built with. Mental. Absolutely mental. MS Modern's there, he agrees. Not quite sure which bit he agrees with, but he's here. Are you right, mate? We were just in looking at your sheds and stuff a minute ago. It's not your sheds I was ranting about. But yeah, it's mad. The only person's opinion that matters on whether something is good or not is your own opinion, because you're going to experience it. I don't like all the maps that everyone else likes, and everyone doesn't like the maps I like. That doesn't mean they're good maps or bad maps. They're just not maps that suit what I like. Same as, like I said, with like Frontier, New Frontier. A lot of people love it, and that's fine. Like, I really like Ola. I think he's an awesome dude, and I think Renenbao is spectacular. Absolutely spectacular. I never did no content on it, but I played a hell of a lot of that in the background. And the same with what was it, Far From Home, far Away From Home, like the one that was in the sand pit. I don't understand how that didn't get more love. That was amazing. Such a great idea. So it's not like I don't like him, I don't like his maps. I just felt like New Frontier was a strange one for him to do, and you know, it just felt like it was rushed to be like the first map out. And the open forestry thing, that's not my thing. So yeah, I don't slag the map off. I just say it's not my sort of map. I don't like forestry. But I've seen the update notes. I've shared his post and his comments on the map and the reasons why they've been pushed forward, because someone already stole his map and re-released it with edits to it. What an arsehole. And yeah, so I have re-downloaded it because I want to have a look at the other two versions, because they sound a little bit more like what I might enjoy from a start from scratch. For me, when I first looked at New Frontier, I was really confused as to what the way the land was broken up, and like why there were some fields there that didn't really seem to make sense to any of the land or the map. All of it, and I'm good, thanks, mate. As long as you're well, buddy. As long as you're well. Yeah. That's the same as when I look at the mods. Like when I look at the sheds and the placeables, I always say, I like it, or if I don't like it. To be fair, if I don't like a mod, I don't make a video on it. Because people don't need to hear me saying, I don't like this, this is bad, when someone else has spent time and effort in making it for free as a hobby. So I wouldn't do that. Again, another reason why I've got no New Frontier first look. Because I don't want my personal opinion to influence others in a way to not like something. I think everyone should make their own mind up. But if I see some sheds, or I see a vehicle, or I see some tools or something, oh, that looks nice, that's cool, I'll have a little look at that. And I like it. Reset, hit record, let's have a look at it. Let's look at it together. Let's enjoy it. And sometimes along the recording process, I'll find something that I really love about it, or I might find something, oh, actually that's a bit off. And then I'll comment on it, but I'll say, you know, this is why I like it, and stuff, because it's the positives that need to be looked at when people spend time on stuff. Because personal taste is not law. Just working on converting. Nice. Nice. Yeah, but some of them sheds and that are out already. I mean, a good bunch of them are converted over, and I will, you know, I do say in my videos, I think this is a convert, but they do look, all of them look nice. I think I've had two that maybe haven't functioned as they were supposed to, but I'm not even sure if one of them was my fault. There was the tall bale shed that said it also, you could dump grain in it. I tried every square inch of that, and I couldn't get the grain to dump. Force dump or otherwise. So I don't know. I don't know what that was, but the mod for what I would use it for is perfectly fine, because I would use it to store bales. In my play style, I don't tend to dump a lot of grain. If I do, it's in an internal shed, not an external shed. So I weren't too fussed about that. But like I'm saying, yeah, I always say that that's my opinion, and I always put in there, if you like play styles like I like, or if you like things I like doing, then you might like this one. Check it out. But that's also why I'm doing them as like pretty much individual mods when I look at them, because I want to give each mod its own time. I know it's probably a little bit more time consuming than someone that, you know, boots up on that with all today's latest mods. Let's look at them all in one go. But then that's like an hour and a half long video sometimes, and most people don't sit around for a video more than 3 minutes. 3 minutes if you're lucky. So, you know, you might get the views, but people are either skipping to the item that they're interested in, which is fine, or they've left. So just to try and give the mods like their fair shout, an equal shake and a stick, I'm doing mine as like individuals, or I think there was some tools that were released on the same day by the same modder that were pretty much the same, so I paired them up. The Butinger, this Caro and Cultivator, and then the Horse one. Yeah. That's my reason for behind my my little videos that I do. Like I said, I don't do every mod because I just don't have enough time to do it, so I just do the ones that catch my attention the most and are the ones I'm more likely to use. And I said last stream, like I don't tend to showcase the ones that are, to be fair, the mods that I use the most, the quality of life mods, because sometimes it's, for me, I find it harder to explain and to show what it's doing. And as I said to someone last stream, like I have a mod that allows me to adjust my field of view in cab so it works as a zoom. So we've got this mod that comes with the real camera view, so I only turn my head so far around, and as you turn you move a little bit each direction, and it also has a lean function, so a bit of a zoom, but it's to imply that you're leaning to have a look. So that's how you would demonstrate that mod. I get it, I understand. But I also have one that's just set on my wheel and it triggered just then. And all I do is I scroll my wheel and I can zoom in. Now I like this mod. I like that I can just zoom in and I can adjust my field of view. And what made me really appreciate this mod is that I spent, good friend of the channel, Redneck Gamer, I watched him streaming on Twitch the other day. And he spent, I don't know, half an hour, maybe longer, just to try and jumping in and out of game, trying to get his field of view where he wanted it. So he had to go in and out, because he wanted to have it to make sure that was the view. Because he wanted a view, I like that, yeah, I like that. He wanted to have that view of what he has when he's driving his truck, so he knows how much he sees out of cab. And he wanted to have that same feeling with the field of view, so and out of cab as well. So he knew, like, when I'm driving, I would have to turn my head to have a look at this, and I would have to do this, and I'd have to turn so far to see. So this is where and how much my head should be. If I look down, that's how much seat I see. If my legs are invisible, that's how much wheel I see if I look ahead. This is first person field of view. This is it. But because he was on his console at the time, he also plays PC. But he's having this PC area and room rebuilding and doing stuff. So yeah, so that's not fun. So he's on console, but he spent half an hour, 45 minutes to get to this view in cab. Whereas, like, you saw how long it took. Now you can just reset it like that. This is This is the default field of view. This is Red's field of view. And it works the other way around. So if you probably go fishbowl on it, fish eye, there we go. You can see everything moving around. That's awful. There are people out there that probably play with this field of view. I bet my frame rates are horrific right now. It's trying to see so much. Probably run at like 25 FPS. To be fair, this is how one of my mates would sit in his car like this. Seat right back, almost laying down. But yeah, but I really like that mod. But other than doing that, and I don't know, in my head, that's not a good representation of showing off a mod. It is, I don't know, is it? I don't know. But yeah, I just think no one needs that. The instructions are like in the description. Use your wheel. Here's the mod. Maybe I should. Maybe I should do one. Comparing the two. That's what I'm comparing. Manual zoom to realistic view. And I like that they don't clash either, because they're not on the same control. They don't clash. And I have this buttoned exactly the same as I do in ETS and ATS. Like a lot of my controls, they match. ETS and ATS lights are all in the same spot. Engine starting is in the same spot. Our fill and unload, or our unload trailer, is in the same spot as like detached trailer for ETS and ATS. I like to try and keep life as simple as possible. That's why I'm really struggling with. I'm really struggling. It's just something brand new to get used to, innit? Light stick and throttle for flying. Because most other games, if I can't use a wheel and the side panel from a controller, but to add extra confusion to my gameplay at the minute, as well as trying to learn flight sim with a flight sim setup, I've also reinstalled Star Wars Squadrons. So if you're in Discord, you might see that I've played that a bit last few days. Star Wars Squadrons, because I've been trying to learn how to do that, not off the controller, but with the flight stick, and using realistic throttle and switches and stuff in the Starfighter and whatever the other things can call them, X-Wing. I'm not very good. Not very good. Obviously, because you get used to using maybe two sticks to steer and look on a controller, and then like the obviously you got pitch and roll on the flight stick, but then be yaw, so you're turning like left and right in space. That's on the feet. So sort of got that off on the flight pedals. So trying to do that in a 3D space is a bit weird. Yeah, it's been fun learning to do all that. It's been fun learning the flight sim. It took a career mode to get me interested. Like all my life, the old man was interested in flight sim, and ever since he had a PC, or he's had flight sim games. When he was younger, he had a private pilot's license, so he used to fly in real life. So he's always loved it. But it was never anything that interested me, and in the games never really interested me. And then when I played 2020, when it came out, there was no real career or progression. It was just fly and do what you like. Whereas like 24, as soon as I saw flight sim was awesome, it is fire. It is awesome. Yeah, but I was watching my mate Mr. Teeble jump on it, and he's like me, he likes to try it. If there's a sim game, he'll try it. much like myself, he'll just record and put it out. I'm too wary of, like, no one's going to watch this, so I don't. But yeah, so I watched him start a career on it because I wanted to see what it was like. So I watched his first episode, and when I saw the in-depth of like earning your certifications, having to go out, do your flights, earn the money, grind it out a bit. I like a grind. You have to do that to progress. It's not like, oh, just pick any plane and go for a flight. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that style of gameplay at all, if that's what you like. I like a grind. So as soon as I saw, oh no, there's a proper career here, and I'm gonna have to learn how to do it. Because that's the thing, like with 2020, I felt like I didn't have to learn how to play the game. So I played it on a controller. I didn't buy it or anything. I downloaded it off Game Pass or streamed it onto my Xbox through cloud gaming, and played it on the controller. Hold down one trigger, get the plane in the air, and then once you're up there, don't let it crash. To the point that my boy was 2, 3 at the time, and he was playing it and having fun with it. Whereas once you add the complexity of licenses and progression, like proper gamify the game, then I'm interested. I like a sandbox game, but I don't want all the freedom. I want to have to earn that freedom. So on Flight Sim, the goal is to get some sort of cargo company set up, airline cargo company. So it's like an extra branch of Farquhar Freights. We've got ATS, we've got ETS. Let's get Microsoft Flight Sim, Farquhar Freights on the go. Oh, I could, you know, if I was that good at content creation, I could pick up a cargo from somewhere in the UK, deliver it to somewhere near an airport in the UK, take a flight from said airport with Farquhar Freights Airlines to the US, deliver to US airport, pick it up in ATS, and then deliver it somewhere else in America. For me, that would be peak content. It may happen. It may. Because now I've said it, I want to do it. But yeah, that would be wicked. If we do it so it's some sort of arable products, we could do some grains. We could harvest our grains. We could do the farming part, and then have that picked up. We could pick it up from the Cotswolds, fly it to Manchester, or drive it to Manchester, fly it from Manchester to, I don't know, Washington, and then deliver it to somewhere else in Pennsylvania from JFK or wherever. I don't know if JFK's in Washington, probably not, but you get the drift. And then we could deliver it in FS on an American map to somewhere else. Although I think it would have to be the other way round. We'd import it from the US. The US ain't buying shit from us. Go full circle from plough to play. I like, yes, plough to play. Mate, you've got to do that now. That's your idea. You've stole it. You've named it. Copyright it. Yeah. Plough to play. But that's the possibilities there are, and that is. I mean, I'd watch that, but I'd probably watch it once. But that would be, and I'd be like, oh, that's cool. I can't believe someone did that. Plough to play in game. Watch this space. Watch this space. Because I have I always have ideas. I just never have much gumption to put things into motion, or sometimes the time, like, I just think, all right, if I start it, am I going to be able to finish that? Like, I was going to do something for SnowRunner. You can keep that one. That sounds hard, you can have that. Yeah, I was going to do something for SnowRunner, and I was prepping it all. Obviously, while YouTube is doing its thing, and I was putting out less content, and I have like nearly 100 B-roll videos, 100 B-roll videos for an idea that I have for SnowRunner. But then I get distracted, or you know, Flight Sim came out and I start playing Flight Sim, or the new map comes out on ATS or ETS and I want to get back on that and make sure I've tried to do stuff, and you get left waylaid because it's not going out, I'm not doing anything with it. So in my mind, it doesn't matter if this doesn't get finished because I'm not really using it yet. So yeah, I've got an external hard drive now that's sort of filled up with B-roll for a project that I want to do with SnowRunner. And then I think to myself, well, SnowRunner's getting old now, it's like nearly 5 years old. Is anyone going to watch this if I do it? Because I'm only a small channel, and it's difficult enough to get the people that are here to watch SnowRunner anyway. So if I put it out, it won't get pushed to anyone else because YouTube sees that my audience aren't watching it, but YouTube doesn't know that my audience isn't necessarily interested in the SnowRunner I do for me and a few people. But if I spent months on a project, I'd really like it to get more than 125 views. Selfish of me, I know. I'm not going to worry about bringing the bales in yet, because I want to change over my bale storage sheds. But I've got to wrap them anyway, so yeah, definitely not bringing them in yet. What I might do, I might wrap some off screen and then save some for on stream to wrap, because that's a lot of bales to wrap there. There is. But that, being as we are over the 3-hour mark, which for me is quite the marathon stream, especially with the chat we've had, and it's been great having everyone in there. It's been a really nice bunch of people in there today, so I do appreciate that. I really am appreciative of you guys. I mean, we did some stuff, we drifted away from the stream, did some stuff and looked at some other things as well, which is cool, and I'm always happy to do that. But yeah, that is going to be it for this one. Our British Dairy Farm. We have got our sorghum in, which we don't really need. We've baled up some more straw, which I'll probably bring the straw in. I might wait until I change the sheds. I'll change the sheds. Yeah, but at the start of the stream, probably when only one person was watching, that was probably my missus. We put down the new sheds, the Sully shed, and I'm terrible. It begins with J. I forget who makes this one, but we put down our I'm pretty sure it's called the small green shed pack. Yeah, so we put them down. So we had a little change up on the farm. I think they fit a little bit better than the two that we had there. We haven't had to interact with our cows much today. I think next stream we probably will get some more feed in for them. They're well fed, actually. They don't require a lot of feed. Milk is going to be low for a while, I think. Yeah, because we've got the realistic time, so we're not getting more milk in there until 6 p.m. 6 p.m, 6 a.m. But they're good. Our calves are good. These ones out on the pasture, they're fine. It's been a good one. It's been a good one. So I'm just going to jump here so that I can just chill a bit. But yeah, thank you all for coming by on the stream. It's been great. It's been honestly, it's been great having you chat. Kofta has been here pretty much the whole damn time. So Kofta, I know you probably drop in and out. I don't know, but you're there at the start, you're here at the end. So massive appreciation to you. Thank you ever so much. Absolute legend. MS Modern dropped by, show off his sheds. When they come out, you'll download them, give them a 5-star rating. They are cracking. There is an update for one that is already in the pipes, depending on whether it goes through testing and passes or bounces back and needs to be tweaked. But there will be an update for that either way. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like the stream if you're still here. I never ask anyone to share, but share it if you're about. Share my content, people, please. Let's get it growing. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you ever so much. And if you're watching this after the fact and you're still here, drop us a comment because I do appreciate that. I always reply to all of them. But yeah, it's time for me to have a quick drink and just relax for the evening before I go to bed. So thank you very much, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Good night.